Good morning, Harris. What a beautiful view here in Athens, right?
Frank, it's always a pleasure to welcome you, and this is my home city, so it's even double pleasure.
Why did you start Neptune?
Look, 2021 was the year that the world realized how shipping is important to the functioning of the world economy.
Right.
In fact, it was those supply bottlenecks that everybody knows about by now, and the ships that are actually, standing idle outside the port of Los Angeles, waiting to unload the cargo, that made people realize how shipping is important.
You once told me that there was just a limited number of containers on this planet. What are we talking about?
Oh, it's an interesting question, because actually I looked it up recently. There's only 17 million container boxes on the planet.
So what does it mean if you compare this to the number of people living on the planet?
Well, it actually means that every container box basically caters for the needs of about 400 people on this planet.
Really?
Think about your daily needs. Multiply that for a year, and actually figure out what it means for 400 people to be actually serviced by one container box. And that's how important the functioning of the supply chain is. And actually, if we extrapolate again and move on to the ships themselves, you realize that actually with 17,000 ocean-going ships around the world, every ship caters for the needs of 100,000 people.
Of course.
So it's an industry, it's amazing, and it's an industry that is crucial for the functioning of the world economy. This is why we're in shipping. We love it, it's a great industry, international. There's about 70,000 ships in the world today, and that have a value of about $1 trillion. And they need to grow year on year to supply goods to the world that is also growing year on year.
If I'm a ship owner, Harris, and I need money, to say it simple, why shouldn't I go to a bank? Why should I go to you?
Well, that would have been your default choice 10 years ago, or maybe 15 years ago. But the financial crisis, 2008 and beyond, changed all that permanently.
In what way did it change?
The reason it changed is that regulatory changes that were imposed on the banking system do not make it attractive for banks anymore to be actively involved in the maritime business.
Since COVID, we had to build back rapidly. In what way?
Well, economies actually, shifted gears because they needed to catch up and cover the lost ground that the COVID recession created. So that meant a rapid rebuilding of stocks or production facilities around the world. That was number one. And at the same time, the governments, in order to support the global economies, decided actually to spend much more funds in infrastructure. So China did this. The Biden administration announced $1.7 trillion in infrastructure spending, and the European Union did the same, in particular around the green economy. But if you think about it, all those initiatives need to be supported by goods, commodities moving around. And that's why shipping, again, is in the forefront of the global economic success and growth.
So what is it that Neptune has to offer, Harris?
Neptune Maritime Leasing offers a flexible financing solutions to owners so that they can accomplish their growth targets, but it also offers a very flexible and predictable financing instruments to investors that want predictability and stability in their return profile.